Afternoon, ladies and gents. It is evening, actually, so fuck that. Good evening. Few bits of information. Finally got my first mug from the Forge. Very pleased about that. And due to peculiarities in the way that things come in and out, and when they send out a batch to be made, my next one's due in the next couple of weeks, which is pretty ridiculously cool. Very happy about that. I have been spending most of my time actually painting. I'm not going to turn my camera. I'll just hold up my latest guy. But I have a whole fuckload of these guys done. Yeah, it's kind of blurry, but I think you'll appreciate that. He's got, yeah, the legs all metal and robotic and shit, because he lost it. Excuse me. Oh, whew, hello. I honestly don't give much of a shit because I'm tired. I slept for 2 hours last night. I didn't get any sleep during the day. I was going to take a nap, but then I didn't. Did get my car fixed, though. That's a huge, huge plus. I have a car again. Product placement. Yeah. Good stuff. I rather enjoy it. The jury is still out on this one, though. It's not very whiskey-ish. It's mostly just fiery cinnamon-ish, which is okay. But I do enjoy whiskey, so a little disappointed that it's not whiskey with cinnamon, much in the same way that cabin fever is whiskey with syrup in it. This is just cinnamon with a little whiskey in it. And it honestly doesn't taste any different from Goldschlager, although it's much less expensive, which is, you know, a plus. It's also spicier, which is, I think, cool. Anywho, oh, another bit of show and tell. Fuck yeah. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the first movie set in the Warhammer 40,000 universe. Honestly, for a first effort and considering the obvious budget that they were on, it is a pretty decent movie. Considering, like, if you compare it to, you know, anything Pixar has ever done, not so hot. But I'm very pleased to have paid as much as I possibly could for the collector's edition, because I fervently hope that this will be a profitable enterprise for them, and then they will make more movies with better plots, longer like films, and better production. It's all CG, ergo I'm comparing it to Pixar rather than, you know, The Matrix. And the plot is very simple. If you know anything about 40K, it's probably pretty straightforward. No real surprises, but it's very nice to see, even not quite very, you know, not top of the line animation, but even though, like, it's 40K. Although I would much rather Dan Abnett, who's the guy who wrote it, do something more, like, not Space Marines. Space Marines are a little over the top for my personal taste. As far as anything 40K goes, I much prefer Imperial Guard or, you know, something down to earth. Speaking of Imperial Guard, I'm reading that right now, which is the Death Corps of Krieg, which I think is the coolest Imperial Guard regiment there is. My car is fixed, although there are a couple of things that aren't quite right with it. The door fits almost perfectly, but like when it's shut, it's still not like perfectly along the lines as the old door was, and it doesn't have, you know, silver trim around the edge like the old door did. And I believe the guy who installed it, well, actually, this is probably my fault because I helped install it, didn't thread all the wiring through the door properly, so I think the window is catching on it when it rolls down, so it doesn't go down all the way. So I'll have to pull the door apart and fix that later. Still don't have heat either, which is rather bothersome. and I had brought it to Johnson Ford for them to fix that, and they charged me like $400 something and didn't fix it. The temperature gauge on the dashboard works now, but I don't think that's worth $400. So I'm gonna bring that back. I'm gonna probably call them tomorrow and find out when I can bring it back and have them fix what they actually were supposed to have fixed. So yeah, anywho, I'm 5 minutes in. I haven't really said much other than some show and tell and some news about my car. Went to Boston last night. So I got to work at 7, left for Boston at 10, got back at 3:30, slept from 4 to 6, then got home, took my car up to Jake's to get it worked on. I got back here around 5-ish, 5:30, no, more later than that, 5:30, almost 6. Yeah, so it's been a long day, been a very long day. So, there was something I wanted to say, but I can't fucking remember what it is. If I do remember it, I will put it down in the bottom. So in conclusion, I would like to welcome back God and Joker. It's nice to not be the only one posting to this anymore. I was gonna say that I'm gonna turn this in and get my trail pass for my sled for this year today. Well, not today, tomorrow. But yeah, that's all I have to say. I'm out of shit to say. I'm gonna do as little as I possibly can for the rest of the day, and the rest of the day is probably not gonna be all that long. Just saying. All right. It has been a wonderful time. It has been a wonderful time. I wish I could speak English. I have had a wonderful time posting, and I am going to sleep now. Or, well, not now, but in the near future. Until some other time, ladies and gentlemen, it has been wonderful.